This is our review of Ed Sheeran's Plus. Ed Sheeran is a singer-songwriter. He's been well known for the amount of concerts he's done, really getting an underground following before his main debut album came out.
Which did really well. It reached number one in UK and Irish charts.
Yeah, and when it came out in America, it came out about 6 months later. It had a good response there as well.
Number one in the folk music Billboard.
Okay, I'm going to start off. Ed Sheeran has a problem. At points he's just like, oh no, I'll give up the drink. And then by the chorus he's like, oh no, I'll be drunk again. And he says...
Well, he's got his notes up.
Yeah, no, yeah. It says about it in Grade 8 as well, and Wake Me Up, and Give Me Love.
Well, there's a theme to the album.
Yeah, I can see the arc of like, that's quite him, and it's drowning his sorrows and stuff like that, which there are a lot of sorrows to be drowned on this album. I just think like, that the first half of the album was quite rocky and you could actually it was kind of concept album-ish. And you can make a story out of it, like he says, get on the street, you know, gets all intimate, he has a rough patch, they patch it up, and then he goes to London, and you know, it's a real journey, but I just wasn't buying it.
Well, I liked it. Yeah, it does go on a theme of the fact that he's obviously been in a bad relationship or had a bad breakup and stuff like that, and it does go on a little bit. Some of the lyrics though, it's like, you just want to give him a hug. Like, when in Wake Me Up, the line, you're gonna hate this line, I could do without a tan on my left hand when my fourth finger meets my knuckle.
No, I understand that. No, that's alright, I understand that. Stuff like Small Bump, right? I'd heard this song a couple of times before, and I quite like the instrumentation and subject matter, all right.
I reckon like he's already written the song, and then so if it was a friend of his that had a kid, and then suddenly like I did lose concentration in This City. Sorry, The City, not...
See, The City was like, I don't know, he was trying for something, and he was trying to mix it up a bit. I just didn't, I wasn't feeling it. At some point, I thought, through the whole of the album, that he was just strumming his guitar because he had to. Not because it actually added anything. Yeah, like on The City, like there was a lot, like traditional, was it like lead guitar or bass guitar, but it was a lot like more deeper. I quite like that at the start. It goes, he says a line, and then it goes dum bum 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 bum, but like the same for the whole of the song. By the time I get to the end of the song, I'm bored. Like it was a nice touch. On here, out of all like the songs, there was one that I thought I would hate because I'd heard it a lot of times. That's Lego House.
Yeah.
It wasn't the worst song. Like
is that a compliment?
It wasn't the worst. Like in like retrospect to everything else, it was quite nice, and I think it fitted quite well. I going into it, I was like, I know this, I'm not gonna like it, but it shined a bit better. You Need Me, I Don't Need You.
Yeah.
All right, this song is it is quite polarizing because I think it is the sore thumb on the album.
Yeah. Because
he goes into this sort of like rapper sort of like, yeah, I can spit on a mic, yeah, I can do all this, Damien Rice, yeah. And I because this song, right, I'd heard for ages, with a different beat and without the last verse.
Okay.
I think the last verse on this song is the worst thing on the whole album.
What? No, you
because
gotta be kidding me.
No, right, okay, so he says in that last verse, he was like, right, and then he goes like, I want to be on like Stadium with Damien Rice, and that's cool because actually a lot of the songs I felt were very Damien Rice like. Was it Wake Me Up? Yeah. When I heard that, I was like, that's a Damien Rice song. That isn't his. That's a Damien Rice song.
He got a lot of his inspiration from that.
Yeah.
Like his parents when he was younger took him to a Damien Rice gig and he just loved it.
He cliches a lot because he goes like, oh yeah, no, I'm harder than all these other rappers. I was just like, mate, what genre are you? Are you trying to be?
He's mixing it up.
Yeah, but the last line on that track is up and coming like I'm fucking in an elevator. That just disproves everything else he said in the whole album, because he's been really nice and soft and gentle with this girl, and then he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna be doing you a girl.
No.
Because
what he's saying is the fact that sort of this has got nothing to do with the other songs. This is sort of him bigging himself up, and he's going to be like, yeah.
No,
I'm
but
going to be doing my thing.
See, because on older EPs, he's had sort of a range of grime artists and sort of hip hop artists on them, and I've actually listened to a couple of those, and I quite enjoyed them because they all had a sort of thing. This just sticks out, and like he's trying to be chauvinistic, and like it just doesn't work. Like, he's fairly lyrical, and he's very like quick with it. He's very good. But I just think he hits a load of rap cliches and doesn't really follow through, and kind of just like, and I'm at the end of the song, I'm just like, well, I didn't need that. Like, the album was quite soft and gentle and caring up to that point.
It's just a contrast that he's put in there. Like,
I think if you had more tracks like that, I'd understand.
Fair point.
Yeah.
But it's just cool. It just freshens it up a bit.
I think it was nice as a single. I didn't think it was nice in the album, because I just think it just didn't work for me. Oh yeah. Also on that track, we've been saying about genre and stuff. He goes, I can't last if I'm smoking on a crack pipe. I won't be a project on my genre. Is that saying he's like hip hop artist? A lot of people have compared him to like grime artists. And I'm like, no, mate, no way are you.
The whole I'm not gonna be a product of my genre is the thing of that he's doing this different song to the rest of his sort of thing, to the rest of his other songs, which are a certain genre. But he's saying that I can do more than that, and I'm proving it to you right here with this song.
You could take that, but I took it as sort of like he's putting himself in the sort of hip hop genre and saying, nah, I'm not going to be like that. I'm going to be a different rapper. I'm going to be different.
He's rapping sort of with a like poshish voice. So, like, name me another rapper that does that. There's a random track on this album. It's part of the bonus track, and it's called Little Bird. I just want to bring this one up just because. Yeah, wow, you like it. I like this song. The song came about when him and his girlfriend came home one time and found a bird with a broken leg or broken wing, something wrong with it. And the girlfriend was like, oh, I've got to take care of it, sort of. And she left, he woke up next morning, and then the bird was dead. Flopped over.
See, I like that connected to that, because I didn't know that, and what I wrote about this song was I felt it was like one of the most full of life songs.
Last two songs on the album I really enjoyed were Kiss Me and Give Me Love, mainly because I just thought it was a nice way to end it. Like, those two tracks sort of work with each other and they're nice, sort of calm. And when you get into Give Me Love, he does like build-up thing, and as the outside people coming into it, reminds me of Wayfaring Stranger, which I would have loved to have seen on this album, because the way he does it, when he does it live as well, nice and subtle, and he builds it up, and he's just like, love me, and that was quite good. I like that.
He changed up his vocal on that,
He
and I
changed
quite
up his
enjoyed it.
vocal.
Yeah, whereas on Kiss Me, that's one of the things I didn't like, and his vocal was wearing thin a bit for me. I really enjoyed the instrument, like I loved the instrumentation on Kiss Me, because it was a bit more downtrodden and a bit more subtle, and I quite enjoyed that. But yeah, like personally, his vocal for me was like that would have been the point that I would have stopped listening.
For me, this album, unlike this one, I really liked it. Just because sort of someone just opening themselves up to their emotion. I mean, this is like, it's being played all around the world, and it's his thoughts, his feelings, and it's a very hard thing to talk about. And he just does it so openly, and I love that. will be Duncan's choice of Rustie with Glass Swords. The album looks quite interesting from the cover.
It is an amazing album. So I'm looking forward to what he says of this, because I actually think you might like this.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. So next time will be Rustie, Glass Swords, and we'll see you then.